No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Coming after you. 90 is a Mike. Rip right, rip right. Check 52. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Right. Watch out.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
26. Be a long day for you. He's checking. Crash. Inside. Slam. Find out. You got 58.
This is Jones.
Come on,
it's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 3. Run, Mike! 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, Mike.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line. Check, 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic. I got one.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46.
46. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 45, 45's mic. 45. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Now it's Rodgers. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, check. Watch the safety creep. Switch. Inside. Kill. 49, check 49.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Alert. 3 down. 6 guys.
To throw is Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones.
Good job,
and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
90 is a mic. Watch the backer. Inside. 90 is a mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 90 is a mic. Know your job. Get 300. Yo. 90 is a mic.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Single.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hey, Mike.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 45's the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check. Crunch. Go right. Tighten up. Check 30.
Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
3 down. SOS. Check, 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic. Too little, Cupcake. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Over here. Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
They'll try again with Jones. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
He's not going to get me. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Cut. Easy. See, Mike. Line left.
Jones. And this time he is in. Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check safety.
And no pitch there, and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And this one is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
50. Hey, you block over here. 90 is a mic. Hey, let's get in them holes. 90 is a 50.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Check. Fresno.
On first down, Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Let's put that team on the bus. Here we go, O. Here we go, O. One's the mic. Watch one. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Let's go, defense.
Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Mike one. Here we go, O. Here we go, O. One's the mic. Watch one. Drop deep. So Mike's
on 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Complete to Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
46. Man left. We got three, fellas. We got three. Here we go, O.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
Watch one.
He'll find Jones again. Complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ricky. Hey, 88. Mike, one. Get ready. Here we go, O. One's the mic. Watch one. Get that quarterback at all costs. So Mike's number one. Danny. Inside. Mike one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
I don't even know why this team showed up. So Mike's number one. All day, every day, any day. Mike one. Take 30. You can't block me. Here we go, O. One's the mic. Watch one. He's scared.
Rodgers again now. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 21.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Quez Watkins
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Kaepernick looking to throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
45 to the mic.
Kelly, don't let Kelly.
Check, 45.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
At the 47-yard line.
45's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check. 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 Kill.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Check. 45's the mic. Check. 45's the mic.
They'll go again to Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Get the ball. Check 43.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Forty-five, Mike, 45. Ready? Check!
Get 300! Get 300!
On the counter, here's Jones. Running right through it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10.
26.
32-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Let's go. Under crunch.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That QB's trash. Let's go. Check 24. Check 24.
Inside. Hey, take 26.
Back and go full strength. Check 40.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here, and I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Kaepernick.
You.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Watch the pass. Jim.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Come on, let's go. Check three. Wall. Kill. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Kaepernick. Sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A quick throw by Kaepernick complete. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Hey, check Mike 45.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, and a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
It's our time. It's our time. 45's the mic.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Max Crosby in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
2nd and 11.
Hey, 91! 91!
Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. Going deep here for Watkins. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be at the door. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19 and down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Second and 11 now. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Back to throw, Kaepernick. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Lions, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
promotion is breaking news, they got an ad on TV. We popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all goal, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt, you gotta pay money to get surround. Salute when you see me.